So far, this day is flying, guys. Oh my god. I was packing the orders, working on computer in the office, trying to record a TikTok video and trying to record for YouTube at the same time. And then I looked at the time and I was like, holy shit, it's 20 to 1 already. And I need to be in Swords at 1:15 for my nails appointment. And then after that, I'm straight away flying for a meeting with my business mentor, because yes, last week she had to change it, and then it's good that she changed it because I was feeling sick as well. So in the end, we didn't have a meeting last week, so we're having it this week for 3 hours. So I need to be there at 3 o'clock. So I will go to the nails appointment, then I will need to try to make it home to do a few things, and then go to the appointment with her. I call it appointment, it's a meeting, it's not an appointment. Anyway, I'm a little bit stressed out because I have a lot of things to do and not enough time, but it's okay, we'll get there. I can't skip my nails appointment, okay? It's very important. I know work is important too, but my nails appointment is damn important and I'm not skipping it. Well, nails are done. I changed the shape this time. I rescheduled my meeting for Wednesday. That means that now I can go home and get myself sorted without stress and trying to rush and do things very fast. So go home, eat lunch, and then work for the rest of the day, but in no panic, which is perfect. Good Monday. Well, I arrived home and then I left straight away. Apparently, I missed a postage to my house, but for my company. I don't know what it is. I don't know what am I expecting. I didn't order anything, at least I can't remember. And it's not to my business office, but it's to my home address. So I'm a little bit confused and very curious to find out. So I arrived now. Gonna go and grab it very quickly. And then go home to eat. I'm starving. Even nuts didn't help. I received a parcel from my suppliers from Poland. And I didn't expect anything. So I don't know what I got. And I'm very curious to find out straight away. So sorry for the lighting. It's because I was moving at the same time. I don't know what I received, guys. So we're gonna check it out together. Hold on for a second. Let's put my phone. What did I get? I don't know what I got, and I'm very curious. So let's see. How can I open this? How can I open it with the key? I managed to get the plastic off, but while I was doing the plastic, I also managed to break my nail a little bit. Typical, and I just literally got them done, so I'm a little bit pissed off, but gonna try to file it down and hope for the best. I don't know what's in this box, and I'm very curious. You know, my house is not that far away. I could have just literally waited and got the scissors and opened the box at home. But no, why would I wait? Sure, I can break my nail. What's the problem? What is inside? Guys, I don't know what's this, but I have a beautiful card from them. It says, "Dear Laura, I want to thank you for the wonderful collaboration throughout the year. Wishing you a joyful December and Happy New Year. Looking forward to hopefully more interesting prospects in 2025. Best regards, Martina. Oh my god! They sent something for Christmas. I definitely did not expect this because we're only working together not that long. Let's see what I got. It's a big box. It's Miody Polskie. It's a Polish thing, a Polish little gift. And it has loads of little jars inside. I think it's honey, guys. Polskie miody. Yeah, I think it's actually honey. And jams and... I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks super cute and I'm very happy to receive something like this. Wow! That's lovely. I made a mess in my nail, but I'm very happy with what I got. For fuck's sake. I can't believe I broke my nail. I started recording before I left for my nail appointment how I was packing the orders, and I just want to quickly show you now, like the mess everywhere, boxes, more stock on the floor. I just really need to tidy up my office now. This is actually not a big mess, is it? But you know that it drives me. I feel like it's such a mess and I can't sit in it like this, so I have to tidy up. And then I need to hit that keyboard and do some work. I had some quick food now. I posted a couple of stories on Instagram. And now I need to cut out the part where I'm coughing. And now I need to get to work. Another day, another talk from the car. Today is another day when I am going to spend a lot of time driving. I went to the gym this morning, then I came home, I packed the orders. I recorded a very quick video about the gift sets, and now I am already on the way to come to Longford. I have to go to Longford for some family business. So before that I went to a quick stop in the post office. I gifted all the girls in the post office, there's 3 of them working there. I gifted all of them the lash serum because they're so nice to me all the time and so helpful, and I don't know, I just felt like I want to give them a little something to say thank you for everything they're doing for me there in the post office. So I feel like I made their day. I got very nice orders for this Christmas as well from customers, and that made my day. It's just nice. It's nice time of the year. I really love it. And now I'm already stuck in traffic on the way to Longford from Dublin. I have to be there at 2:30 and it's not much time left, so I will have to fly a little bit where it's possible without getting caught. I hope there's no guards watching my YouTube vlog. Anyway guys, I hope you're all having a fabulous day and I will catch up with you later. Came to the restaurant with mommy to eat before she goes home, and I go home as well. Travel all the way back to Dublin. I ordered bubble tea first time in a lifetime. I've never tried it before, so I'm very curious guys. I will show you and share with you my experience of trying it out for the first time. Very curious. Mom is trying my bubble tea. And I think these little black things, you need to chew them. What do you think? You like it or not?
Kaip ikrus. Kaip žinai, didelis ikras į burną papuolė.
She's saying it's like caviar. Big caviar in the mouth. Guys, I'm gonna try it now and see how it tastes. This thing is strange in the straw. Did you chew it? I don't know how I feel about this.
I said very interesting.
It's like something gluey in your mouth, and you have to chew it because you can't swallow it. No, I don't think I'm gonna order it again. I can't say it now before we get the food, in case they're gonna spit in it. While I'm driving home from the gym, I want to share something when it comes to gym or any other goal keeping for yourself. For example, going to the gym and having a gym body is absolutely amazing. But if you are the person that always goes to the gym with the gym body, there is one downside. And this downside is that if your gym body decides not to go to the gym for one reason or the other, more than likely you're not going to go to the gym as well. It kind of limits your independence for doing things on your own, not depending on somebody else's wishes and their plans. So I always was the person that never relied on going to places with somebody else as the main reason why I'm going somewhere. Something like gym, something else that I really want to do for myself, and I know that it will make me really proud of myself, and maybe it's gonna help my health or something. I try to always focus on doing these things on my own. And if somebody is joining me, good. But if somebody is not joining me, it does not affect my schedule and my plans for the day. For example, right? I go to the gym with my other half most of the time. And today he decided that he wants to just stay in bed, relax, chill, because he has some shoulder problem that we are working on at the moment, so he can't train his upper body. Now, this morning I had two choices. First choice was to stay in bed with him, cuddle a little bit longer, be a little bit more lazy, and don't commit to my goal of going to the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week. But to prove myself and to push myself further, I promised to myself that I will never rely on somebody else to do these things. So this morning, when it was time and my alarm went off, not even for a moment I considered that I'm gonna stay in bed and also skip the gym because of my other half not going to the gym. And I think if you're setting yourself a goal, or you want to, I don't know, start going to the gym next year, and you feel like you're a little bit scared or unmotivated or worried, get yourself a body, but please promise to yourself that your plans will not rely on that body to go to the gym and commit yourself to doing something. This is the thought I have for this morning for you guys. Guys, I haven't been speaking too much in front of the camera today. That's because I had a very busy day. I had a meeting with my business consultant and partner, and then I arrived home from the meeting around 6 o'clock and straight to the office, and here I am, fully in my working mode. It's 20 to 10. I'm currently fixing my Google merchant account for my business, making sure that all of the products are actually visible properly and there's no errors. So what I mean by that exactly is I have the product and some of my products are missing some of the information to be properly published on Google and YouTube. So I need to fix that so that it's fully and properly linked with YouTube, with Google merchant account, etc. It doesn't make any sense for people that doesn't actually work in e-commerce business or anything to do with Google and YouTube and all of that thing. So I'm not gonna go into much details, but basically it's all work. It's all working. So maybe tomorrow I will be able to share something more fun. But for tonight, that's all I'm doing. Hello guys. I have my DJI gimbal following my face, so I'm not sure how we're going to get on filming, but I hope it's going to be good and you will enjoy the view. It's Thursday today, and what have I done so far is done shopping and then came home, cooked some food, did some laundry, and now I'm doing something very exciting. I am preparing all Christmas presents. I'm just after making a mess on my table. I was basically cutting out little pictures using the heart shape from the frame to make the size of the pictures to fit into the little heart. I don't know if you can see it, but basically there is a picture of my mom holding my little sister and then my dad on the other side. And this is how this beautiful little necklace looks like. If some of you didn't watch my previous vlogs, this is from my sister. My dad has passed away in 2011, and my sister this year asked for a beautiful little necklace with her dad picture and mom and herself. So this is what I've done for her this year. She will be able to wear this little heart on her neck every single day for the rest of her life, or for how long she will want to. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm preparing all the Christmas presents. I will wrap all my Christmas presents, have them ready under the Christmas tree, so that I don't need to worry about this anymore. For the next few days, I still need to finish off some of the work I have from my business, because I'm honestly planning to take next week off, almost fully off, apart from YouTube blogging probably, and a couple of emails here and there. But overall, I really just want to try to give myself a little break, because New Year, let me tell you, New Year is going to be mental. So many things are going to happen, so many things needs to be done, so that I actually have a chance now for the 1 week, next week, fully relax and enjoy. And then in January, I'm so ready to smash my business in every single way. Well, when I say smash, I mean really make it work. Really work really hard. Next year overall, first I thought that maybe next year I want to focus on traveling and, go to more places, etc. But looks like next year is not going to be the year where we're gonna do these things. What is gonna happen next year is going to be a full-on head down and work really hard on my business, so that hopefully in 2026 I can actually enjoy the results a little bit more, and maybe get married in 2026, go on traveling much more in 2026. But For now, it seems like 2025 is going to be all about work, all about business, all about making business work and making money. So that is going to be the focus. Okay, so what's next? Let me have a sip of tea. My little sister's present is done. That's one of the presents for my mom. Phone case for her phone from Burga. I absolutely love these phone cases. They're such a good quality and they last for years and years and years. So I got one from my mom. Let's talk about me making my first business mistakes when I started my very first business in 2019. In 2019, I decided to start my own online fashion shop. It was a very first business idea I got in my mind. I was very excited. I really wanted to have my own online shop. I put all my savings in it. I didn't have a business plan. I just knew I want to sell clothes, right? So what did I do? I Googled how can I make an online shop. I found out on Google that I can make an online shop on Shopify platform. So what did I do next? I went ahead and I started to do my own online shop. I didn't have money back then, not enough money to also hire someone else to do the website for me. It was not an option. So I did my own website by myself, only using YouTube and Google as a guide how to do it. I cannot tell you how long it took me, guys. I think it took me about 2-3 months to learn how to use Shopify and do the shop myself. I had no idea what I'm doing. I had no idea how it needs to look. I had no idea what my brand colors is. None of this. Like, there was no thinking going on of how my shop has to look, how how the colors, the fonts, the branding idea, everything behind it. There was nothing like this going on in my head. Sure, I had no clue. In the pharmacy, as a pharmacy manager, I never had to worry about these things. I was just running the businesses that were already open and running. I just had to make sure that, I looked after my staff, products, sales, everything. I didn't have to do any of the starting business kind of things. So it was all new to me. And I remember, just to come up with the name 24chick.com, it took forever. I think I came with so many different ideas. I can't even remember now what was my first idea. I had a different name in mind for sure. But the idea behind it was that 24 means that I want to offer women's clothes for all 24 hours, okay? So for sleeping, for going out, for casual, for exercising, for everything. Basically, I wanted to offer everything on my website. That's the second present, nicely wrapped. So this is where 24 came as a number. Then chick came as, young, stylish, energetic. This is what I had in mind when I came up with chick. How the name just came around. I think it took me a little while to figure that one out. And then I registered. First I checked that there's nobody else with this kind of a name. Only after I closed my business, by the way. Few people told me that the name, when they hear 24 chick, for them it associates with something completely different. Just think for a moment, what else could 24 chick mean? When I heard it for the first time, I was shocked when I found out what people actually thought about the business name I created for my first brand. I could not believe that people would actually even resonate with 24 chick in a different kind of way, okay? So I think this brand overall was just was meant to come and go. The way it started, the way it was going, it was just kind of a starting point for me as a business owner. I think it was just a whole lot of lessons, a whole lot of practice, this name was not meant to stay, okay? So I actually don't feel sorry for closing 24chick.com at all. If I had to pick what mistakes did I do when I started my brand, 24chick.com, these are the 3 most important mistakes that I've done, in my opinion. Number 1, no business plan in place, okay? Nothing. I didn't know where I'm going. I didn't have a big visualization in my head how my brand has to look, how I want to represent my brand, what goals I have, what numbers, what financial expectations I have, what is my target, how much stock I need. There was just no business plan. So I found the suppliers, I bought the stock, and that was it. Number 2, the mistake I made that I don't think, well, I'm glad I made it because I'm learning, obviously. Any mistakes I made, I'm very happy that they happened because I am where I am. But I bought way too much stock. I think I should have just started maybe with 2-3 pieces and like more of those 2-3 pieces rather than having 20-30 pieces of 6. Not knowing your customer yet, not knowing what your customer likes, not knowing what's gonna sell. I should have just got like 3-4 dresses and start my business like that. But what I've done is I basically invested so much money into stock without knowing whether people will actually want to buy it, will people like it, will people not like it. So my advice for you, if you're starting ever a fashion business, ever, or I don't know, maybe any other business as well, you need to do your research, but don't ever start with a lot of stock, okay? You can always increase, you can always get more, but don't ever buy too much stock and then be stuck with it. So this was my second biggest mistake. And then the third mistake, I think, was done on my side. No marketing plan too. So I launched my business, but I actually never planned the marketing strategy. How am I going to get my customers? What I'm going to do? What kind of social media posts I'm going to do? Nothing. It was all coming just naturally from me without anything in place. There was no thoughts, there was no thinking ahead of time, there was no thinking ahead of, what's coming. Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever. It's very funny that I actually never even considered these things, because in pharmacy, overall, in any retail business, you always have to think ahead of these things, and I always did. But I think because I was trying to start my business as well as running the pharmacies at the same time, I was really putting myself under severe amount of pressure. I couldn't mentally and physically do so much how I thought I will be. It was just so difficult to try to run the business and also try to run the pharmacies and make my business grow without actually knowing what the hell am I doing in the first place. But saying that, I had the best experience ever, and I would never change a thing of how I started going into my entrepreneurship journey. I learned so much. I mean, I've done everything from scratch by myself. This is where all my frustration came around, from buying the stock from suppliers, getting the stock and having it in shittiest quality ever, like stock that you are ashamed to even sell because it's such a bad quality. I was so disappointed so many times buying something from one of actually well-known online businesses, by the way, where you can buy UK business. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to put anyone in trouble, or a shop that actually sells clothes themselves, but they also wholesale the clothes. And this specific online shop sold me a good bit of clothes, but I have to say, like, the quality was so poor on some of the pieces. I mean, there was stock that came to my shop and I just never even put it for sale because it was such a poor quality. So I just straight away immediately went minus just because I just couldn't put my name on it. I couldn't imagine selling stock that was such a poor quality. And it happened on numerous occasions. So it was just a chaotic business experience. But I always knew that I still want to do the same thing. I always knew that I want to be in fashion. I want to do fashion. I definitely realized while I was trying to run 24chick.com that this is my path, that this is something that I really want to do. This is something that I really want to work on. This is something that I really want to learn. And like since 2019, I've always worked towards this goal. I always worked towards, going on my own, having my own business. At the time, I didn't know that 24chick is not going to survive. I really honestly thought that I'm just going to continue on 24chick.com. But in the end, running 24chick.com, like, and everything that happened in my own personal life, I've just changed, and 24chick.com just wasn't aligning with me anymore. It wasn't aligning with my values. It wasn't aligning with the woman that I become. I wanted more quality. I wanted more to be proud of what I'm creating, of what I'm selling. And 24chick.com just didn't feel that way anymore. During this period, I moved to Dublin. I changed my jobs. I left my Longford pharmacy where I was managing. I started working in Cavan to travel up and down to Cavan from Dublin for the first few months. Then I got a job in Dunleary in Cara Pharmacy, and I started running that pharmacy. It was just so much things going on at the same time, and at one stage I just burned out so much. I was so exhausted from everything and not knowing what I want to do next and how I want to do things next. I just stopped for a little while, and I gave myself a little break from business. Like, when I say a little break, I mean, I think it was only a month or two when I didn't do anything for my business. And then I came to the realization that I had to leave the job where I worked in Dunleary in the pharmacy, because it was just taking the best of me. Like, I was just so mentally drained and unhappy and miserable, and it was just draining me out so much. I just had to leave that job in order to even think about brighter tomorrow, never mind about creating business or doing my dreams at the same time. So this is when I left the pharmacy in Dunleary and I started working in Balbriggan, and I really loved my life then. I felt like I found myself again. I kind of found the balance in my life again. I was working with absolutely amazing team. I worked for absolutely amazing boss as well. I just really felt like I'm in the right place. And I even considered just to stay in the pharmacy and don't do anything else, like just don't do my business anymore, because I was so happy where I am. And I was so happy with my pharmacy and with my team and everything. But then inside me, I always had this little nudge. There was just always something in my head thinking about my own business. I just didn't want to let this idea go. I could have easily just stayed in the pharmacy and worked and, grew, become an area manager, or, do something else. Like, I didn't have to leave my job. I didn't. I was happy. I was happy with my team. I was happy with the people I was working with. I was happy in the company I worked in. There was just no reason for me to leave, apart from the fact that inside me, inside my head, I just always had this thought, I want more. I want to do more. I want to do my own business. I want to give myself an opportunity to do my business. And now I have no kids. I don't have any responsibilities apart from keeping myself afloat, pay the bills, keep the house, all of these things. So when, if not now, when else can I actually risk my financial well-being, give my all to the business without risking my children's life, my house, whatever else I'm gonna have in the future, right? So although it was heartbreaking me to leave my pharmacy, to leave my team, to leave everyone. I knew I just have to do this. Because if I'm not gonna do this now, then I might never do this again. So that's how my new business venture came around. This is when I kind of decided that what I want to do exactly. I started to consider and plan things ahead. I made a business plan. This time I spoke with myself. I had a proper conversation in my head, and I knew that this time I'm gonna close the 24chick.com and I'm gonna start a new business, but I'm going to start it the right way. I understand what I want from me and from my next business, and I knew what I need to do next. And this is a story for the next day. Today is Friday, 5 to 5, and I have to be honest, the past few days I was just busy with so many different things in my head, and I wasn't really feeling like I want to film or record much. I just wasn't feeling it, and I didn't try to push myself too hard. I just came back from a meeting. I went to see my ex-colleague, and I missed her so much, and finally I made some time, and I went down to the pharmacy where she now works, and I got to see her for an hour. I did a couple of bits of last Christmas shopping, and I came back home now, and my other half is not at home for a little while, so it's his birthday tomorrow. So I got him a lovely card, and what I do for every single birthday, for any occasion really, for anniversary, for birthday, for Christmas as well, I always print some pictures and I put them to the card. And he keeps every single card, and every single card, when he opens it, it's basically like an album for the things that happened throughout the year. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these pictures in his card, and I'm going to write a nice message for him, and I'm gonna give it to him tomorrow. Also, as a birthday present for him, I booked a hotel. So on Sunday we are going away for a night to a nice hotel, just relax, enjoy each other's company for a little bit, have some champagne, and don't think about work or anything else. And I also got him something that I know he's gonna be laughing so much about. Surrounded by idiots. He often says this, okay? Especially when he's driving or something's not working out. He's like, I'm sick of these idiots. So I went to Eason's and I was looking for a card, and I was thinking, what else can I get him, something small alongside everything else. And I seen this book and I was like, oh my God, I mean, he has to read this. It's like, I actually want to read this book, but hopefully maybe it will help him a little bit not to feel like everyone around is idiots. So that's that. So my plan is to do the card very quickly and then get to work. I still need to do a lot of things. Yesterday evening, I was just in a shit mood, if I'm honest. I'm not gonna try to pretend that everything is always good and fancy. I had an argument with my other half. I said something that I shouldn't have said, maybe. I pissed him off a little bit, he pissed me off a little bit, and I just didn't have a good evening, you know? And I didn't want to work. I basically did some work, I wrapped all the Christmas presents, and then I just chilled. I just didn't push myself. I let myself to be in a little bit of a bad mood, and just basically, yeah, just feel sorry for myself. So that's what I did yesterday, and today I went to the gym. I had a very good workout with another woman, and I stayed in the gym actually for 2 hours yesterday. So that was something. Not yesterday, sorry, today. And then I came home, I went to the shower, and I literally left, and now I just came back. A few minutes ago I went and I got a cake for my other half for tomorrow. I got candles, I got something to eat for breakfast. So yeah. That's the plan. Going through all the memories that happened in 2020, 2019, 2021, and I came home from Italy, where I apartment, and my mom with the kids. It means we love you in Lithuanian language. They left it on my floor in my apartment with the flowers, waiting for me to come back home. My mom went to my home and did this beautiful surprise for me to find when I will come home. And then she also printed all these pictures and hung them in my sitting room, in my kitchen, for me to find as well. This was my first business, 24 Chic Fashion, opening day. This is when I officially launched it. I think there is more pictures from that event. That's with one of my friends, Tara. She came to support me as well. We had a countdown and champagne. It was such a nice memories actually to go back to. Hello guys. I am in the hotel getting ready. We are spending the night in a different city for a little break. It's my other half's birthday yesterday, so that's my little present for him, a night in a hotel. We just came back from the spa, jumped into the shower, and now I'm getting ready for dinner. I just want to take a moment and say thank you to every single one of you who has watched all 4 episodes. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. I didn't think that YouTube is going to actually be so much work, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of thinking as well, and remembering to record the videos in the other side. So yeah, I have to say I'm enjoying it so far. Please ignore the background. I have toilet paper and toilet seat again behind me, but you know, that's real life. Yes, I just want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who is watching, who is pressing that like button, which I know is quite hard to press, and we are just not used to it, so understandable. But if you can press that like button next time, I would really, really appreciate it. It would just motivate me to basically keep going and keep recording more and more. I want to take a second and wish everyone Merry Christmas. I hope you're going to have the most beautiful Christmas time and have the best time with your family and loved ones. And if you're in a situation that you can't see your family, or maybe you feel lonely this Christmas, I'm sending you as much love as possible from my side. And I hope you will find something that brings you joy this Christmas. Try to go out, try to see if you can spend it with somebody else, try to see if any other friends could possibly be part of your Christmas. Just try not to be alone, and if it's the case that you are, I'm sending you a lot of love and a big, big hug, and I hope you're going to have a wonderful time. And if the Christmas is a sad time, I really hope that the New Year is going to bring you a lot more joy. So thank you again, and I will share a little bit more of my hotel stay in the next vlog. And for now, wishing everyone a wonderful Sunday evening, if it's Sunday, and beautiful Christmas celebrations.